Come closer. The shadows have missed you, and tonight they have a new story to tell. Welcome to Scary Stories After Dark. Barry Holt's cab rattled through the sleeping streets of Ashevale, engine coughing like a smoker in the cold. Neon signs buzzed in windows where nobody sat. His coffee had gone bitter hours ago, but he kept drinking. It was habit, movement, noise, anything to fill the silence. The radio crackled, half a song, half static. He smacked it. The static stayed. He exhaled through his teeth.
Figures.
A shape lingered at the next corner. Tall, thin, a hat brim cutting across the glow of the street lamp. Just standing there. Barry blinked and the sidewalk was empty.
Long night.
He muttered to himself, easing through the green light. He told himself it was fatigue. Shadows played tricks when you'd been driving 12 hours straight. The meter ticked, 2:14 a.m. A figure waved him down outside the Shell station, and Barry slowed. Woman mid-40s, wearing hospital scrubs. She slid in without a word, smelled like bleach and sleeplessness.
Harbor Road,
she said, voice flat. He nodded and pulled away. They drove in silence. The roads thinned, houses turned to dark lots. The air grew heavy, almost wet. In the mirror, her eyes looked wrong, shiny, glass doll bright.
Rough shift,
he asked.
It's almost over,
she murmured.
for both of us.
The radio snapped alive, an anchor's voice breaking through the hiss.
Another body found off Harbor Road. Police.
Barry twisted the knob. Dead air. When he looked back, the seat was empty. He hit the brakes. The cab idled on an empty street, door locked. No sign she'd ever been there. His pulse hammered. He stared at the mirror again, only his own pale reflection, eyes wide, sweat shining on his temple. Out the window, far ahead, under a dying streetlight, the Hat Man waited. Still. Watching. Barry's throat went dry. The meter blinked from 2:14 to 3:33. Barry kept driving. He told himself he was fine. He wasn't. The coffee in his cup holder had gone cold, but he drank it anyway. Bitter, burnt. It steadied his shaking hands. Downtown Ashevale was empty except for the ghosts of Friday night. A neon open sign that flickered closed. A plastic bag tumbling across the road like a tiny lost thing. The air smelled like rain that never came. Dispatch hissed in the speaker.
Car 12, you still out there?
Barry thumbed the mic.
Still rolling.
Slow night, huh?
You have no idea.
The first fare flagged him down outside an all-night liquor store. A man in a trench coat clutching a paper bag, his face half hidden in shadow. He slid into the back seat, didn't speak. Barry waited.
Where to, friend?
Anywhere with no mirrors.
Barry blinked.
What?
The man didn't answer, just stared out the window. When Barry glanced again in the rear view, the man's reflection wasn't there. only the dim glow of the streetlight and Barry's own tired face. He slammed the brakes. Empty seat. Paper bag still on the floor. It leaked something dark, thick, and metallic. Barry didn't open it. He just kept driving. The next rider was a teenage boy in a hoodie, standing in the middle of the street like he'd been waiting for him. He climbed in, trembling.
You okay, kid?
He's following me.
Who?
The man in the hat.
Barry's chest locked tight. He looked in the mirror. Nothing, just fog behind them.
You see him too?
Barry asked quietly. The boy nodded once.
He likes drivers. They never stop moving.
Barry blinked. The boy was gone. By the time the clock glitched to 2:58 a.m., Barry's nerves were unraveling. He pulled over near a corner diner, gripping the wheel until his knuckles whitened. For a moment he thought about going home, but home was just four walls and silence, and the dark there felt thicker. The radio crackled again, same anchor voice, warped and distant.
Witnesses claim the victims were last seen entering a yellow taxi.
Barry's breath fogged the glass, out past the diner's neon glow, across the street. A shape waited, tall, hat brim low. Still watching. The cab smelled like metal and old coffee. Barry's eyes burned, his veins buzzed with caffeine and fear. The streetlights ahead blinked one by one, as if something invisible was walking beneath them. He turned the radio on for company. A woman's voice whispered through the static.
And if you're still out there driving after midnight, turn back.
He frowned. The dial said 90.1 FM, the local talk station. It was supposed to be an ad block hour, not ghost stories. He twisted the knob. Same voice.
He rides with the restless, the lonely ones, the ones who think they're safe behind glass and steel.
Barry's throat dried.
Cute prank.
He shut the radio off. The static didn't stop. It crawled from the speakers like a heartbeat, soft, wet clicks between breaths. Then a new voice joined, low and grainy.
Keep driving, Barry.
He slammed the heel of his hand against the dash.
Not funny, Will.
He muttered, though he knew Will wasn't on shift until dawn. He pulled over outside a convenience store. Fluorescent lights hummed overhead, making the world feel paper-thin. He stared at his reflection in the windshield. Something in the glass twitched. A shadow in the back seat, shape of a hat. Barry spun around. Empty. When he looked forward again, the reflection was smiling. Dispatch crackled to life, voice warped and distant.
Car 12. Do you copy?
Yeah.
Then why are you still on Harbor Road?
I'm not.
He said.
We've been watching your GPS, Barry. You haven't moved in an hour.
The line went dead. He checked the dashboard clock, 2:17 a.m. He blinked. 3:33 a.m. His stomach turned. The air in the cab felt thinner, colder. Through the windshield, he saw the glow of a 24-hour cafe sign ahead. Moonlight Java. He needed more coffee, needed to see a real face. Barry hit the gas. Moonlight Java sat on the corner of Elm and Nothing. Its neon sign buzzed blue, painting the wet pavement like a bruise. Barry pulled in, engine idling, headlights cutting across empty booths. Inside, Will wiped down the counter, humming to himself. The bell gave a tired jingle when Barry walked in. Coffee, bleach, and rain. That mix that only ever existed after 3 a.m.
Barry Holt, you look like somebody dug you up.
Thanks. Give me whatever's going to keep my heart going.
Double shot of espresso and regret coming up.
Steam hissed. Barry rubbed his eyes.
You ever get that feeling you're not alone, even when you are?
You mean existential dread or dating?
The first one.
Will slid the cup over.
Halloween week messing with your head again?
Barry stared into the swirl of crema.
Something's following me. Tall guy, old hat, no face.
You need sleep.
I need answers.
He drained the cup, went to the restroom, splashed water on his face. For a second, the mirror rippled, not glass but water, and a dark outline stood behind him. Hat, shoulders, stillness. He spun. Empty stall. When he came back out, Will wasn't humming anymore. He was staring past Barry, toward the window.
Why is there a man sitting in your back seat?
What?
Barry turned to the glass. His cab idled outside, interior light glowing dull orange. No one inside. But for one heartbeat, the passenger silhouette moved. The coffee mug in Barry's hand trembled.
Thought maybe it was a fare. He's gone now.
You sure?
Pretty sure. I wish I wasn't.
The radio behind the counter crackled through static.
Another body found near Harbor Road, eyes removed. Police urge residents to avoid traveling alone.
Will swallowed hard.
You ever think about getting a day job?
All the time.
He left a crumpled bill on the counter and stepped into the night. The bell didn't ring this time. Fog moved like breath across the streets. Barry's wipers squeaked, useless against the mist. The caffeine in his blood had gone sour. His hands wouldn't stop shaking. The radio spat static, then silence. Even the dispatcher's voice was gone. A figure waved him down at the corner of Ash and Willow. An older man in a tan overcoat, collar turned up, fedora low. His eyes were swallowed by shadow. Barry hesitated, but habit won. He hit the lock, popped the door. The man climbed in slowly, folding himself like something long unused to sitting. The air grew colder.
Where to?
Cedar Hollow Cemetery.
That a joke?
No jokes tonight.
The way he said it left no room for argument. Barry pulled away from the curb. The tires whispered against the wet asphalt. Every traffic light turned green before he reached it. He risked a glance in the mirror. The man's reflection lagged a beat behind his movements. Tilt of the head, blink of an eye, all just slightly wrong. The fog thickened until the world became 2 headlights wide. The cemetery gates appeared out of nowhere, iron, black, and open. Barry eased to a stop.
Here we are.
No answer. He turned. Empty seat. The door hadn't opened, the meter still ran. Only a faint impression on the fabric where someone had sat, and the lingering smell of rain and tobacco. Outside, fog curled around the gates. A figure stood beyond them, tall, hat brim cutting across the moonlight, face nothing but darkness. Barry's throat tightened. The radio flared to life, voice slurred and distant.
Another missing person reported near Cedar Hollow.
He slammed the car in reverse, tires screeching. When he looked up, the gates were gone. Just endless road ahead and the glow of his dashboard clock blinking between 2:17 and 3:33, like it couldn't decide what time it wanted to be. Barry drove until the fog swallowed the signs. The gas needle hadn't moved in an hour. The world felt like it was looping. Same corner, same lamppost, same hollow hum under the tires. His coffee cup was empty, but the smell lingered, burnt, bitter, alive. The radio flicked on by itself. Calm, smooth.
Long night, Barry.
Barry's chest went cold.
Who is this?
Someone who's been waiting for a ride.
The headlights blinked. When they came back, someone sat in the rear seat. Hat, coat, stillness. Barry's breath hitched. He kept both hands on the wheel.
You need a drop-off.
The passenger's voice suddenly shifted, deeper this time.
Drive.
Where?
You'll know.
The cab rolled forward. The world outside was wrong. Buildings stretched, melting into fog. Trees bent toward the road as if listening.
You've been following me all night.
I follow everyone eventually.
What are you?
I'm your last fare.
The smell hit him then, smoke and wet earth. He stared into the rear view. The hat man's face was shadow except for the eyes. Red, glinting like coals.
You should have stopped at the cemetery.
You weren't real.
You still think you are?
The cab's lights flickered. The meter spun backward, numbers dissolving to zeros. Barry's heartbeat thundered in his ears. He slammed the brakes, looked back. Empty seat. The only sound was the slow tick of the cooling engine. Then, from the darkness behind him,
Keep driving, Barry.
the whisper came from inside the car. The road was gone. Only fog now, thick, endless, swallowing the world whole. The engine idled, though Barry couldn't remember turning the key. He looked down. His hands weren't trembling anymore. They were gray, cold. He pressed the gas. The cab moved, but there was no resistance, like gliding through water. The radio whispered again, the same calm voice.
Almost home.
Barry's throat ached.
Where's home?
Where you left it 1 year ago.
The fog thinned just enough for him to see. A stretch of road. Headlights frozen mid-crash. A yellow cab wrapped around a telephone pole. His breath caught. Inside the wreck. Himself. Head slumped against the wheel. Coffee spilled like dried blood across the seat.
No.
The hat man sat beside him now, brim low, coat folded neat.
You've been a good driver, Barry. It's time to let go.
Let go of what?
The wheel.
Barry's fingers loosened. The cab rolled forward into the dark. Headlights flickered, fading into mist. On a radio somewhere far away, a tired news voice murmured,
1 year since the Halloween night crash that killed local cab driver Barry Holt. Police still investigating.
The camera of the world pulled back. The road empty, the fog endless. A single cab light glowing faint in the distance. Still moving. The meter blinked once.